Oh, sorry, I was just on my phone. You probably hear about that all the time if you're in the classroom, because these things have become so commonplace. Nearly every student owns either a cell phone or a smartphone, and the debate continues, should cell phones be banned in classrooms? Ben, the country already knows your answer.
100% yes. There is absolutely no justification except that kids want them or parents feel they need them. But that's a complete fallacy. For generation upon generation upon generation, if you needed to contact a kid for any reason, you called the office got the kid. Simple as that. There's no other reason to have it. And so this, oh, I need to get in touch with my kid, you do not need that. You have made that up. That's a failure in parenting. And so I think school boards across the country need to take a really hard line on this. And they have to say, if you want to go to a school where you can bully teachers around, go find yourself a private school where you can pay a lot of money and you can get what you want. But this is how these public schools are going to work from now on.
Okay, hashtag your take. Priya, how you feel?
So I think that they should be banned for sure in elementary schools, but I think in high school, I wish, you know how we have airplane mode? I wish there was something like school mode, where your phone could be in this mode, and so you could use like applications, for example, because I know some teachers use them to aid with learning. So it would be, I mean, phones are such a big part of your life as an adult, right? You need them. So anyway, I think they could be used in a positive way, but there needs to be a way to restrict like texting and unnecessary functions that you
Maybe there can be a balance. And there is an example of that in Canada, and we'll get to that. But you know, a recent survey of more than 4,000 high school students found that nearly 80% of them, they owned a cell phone. Also, just over 56% of those polled said they felt it was acceptable to send or read texts during lessons.
Sure.
But this is how they feel.
And feelings matter so much, and they're so important, and they all need to be validated all the time. Continue.
Now we have... Thank you, Ben. We have seen countries that have banned cell phones in some form in classes, such as in Britain. In fact, a recent study found that once they did ban, the schools that did do that, that there was a 6% increase in student activity. Interesting. France also this year decided that they're going to ban cell phones across classrooms across that country because the government there wants the younger generation to have a detox from this. So it is interesting. Should Canada do this here? I mean, it is really up to school boards, and some school boards have decided that it's going to be up to teachers in specific classrooms to do that. But in Ontario, for example, the PC government, Doug Ford, in their platform, they actually said that they're going to be studying and possibly implementing a law that would possibly ban cell phones in classrooms. We actually reached out to the Minister of Education, who gave us this statement here, and which is interesting. And you can see that the government, this is what they said, will launch unprecedented province-wide consultation on education reform. Some of this will look forward to hearing feedback from parents, teachers, and educators about possibly banning cell phones. So we could be seeing that here actually coming into place in parts of Canada.
I just don't, I love that you said, well, maybe there's a middle ground. You cannot, I mean, first of all, kids already know how to use their phones better than any of us. So this notion that they have to, you know, it's such a big part of their lives growing up, that's ludicrous.
All right, well, let's pose it to the country, Canada. Here's your hashtag your take question. Should cell phones be banned in classrooms? Let us know. Is there an equilibrium that can be found?